Okay, hello. Today we're going to talk about getting IP address intelligence via an API, which we can integrate, or we can run in batch mode against a bunch of different APIs. So just to run through this pretty quickly, here's the product page, Get IP Profile. I'm going to give you some information about what the API provides. Here's an example of some of the data that comes back. The version, whether it was IPv4 or 6, things like the ASN number, which is assigned by the internet, the organization that owns the IP address, the CIDR information, hostname, geolocation, different pieces of information, and then more importantly, we'll show this reputation, some reputation information about that particular IP address, which might be useful. You can see here the endpoint to the API, some sample calls and a sample response. Here you can see a little bit more about the actual reputation. If you want to, for example, take a certain action based on reputations or block IP addresses in the future. There's some other examples, some different use cases: threat detection, lead qualification, compliance and restrictions, analytic enhancements. A lot of different ways to make use of some detailed profile information about a given IP address that you might be logging from site visitors or an application or whatever the case happens to be. Now, with all of our APIs at Interzoid, one of the things that you can do is try it interactively. You can also run it in batch mode, again, against a large file of IP addresses or even from a database. But if we do try this interactively and go to try it now, we can get the application here, and you can see in this case here we've got an interactive application that's no code, meaning you can try it without actually having to integrate the API. We've done that for you. You can see all of our APIs here. What you need to do to use this, of course, you need an API key. If you go to the resource menu, we've masked it here, but if you go to the resources menu, you can get your API key, and you just simply need to register. And of course, let us know if you have any questions. We'd be happy to help you out, get started. And all it requires as an input is an IP address. And once you have that IP address, you can actually just go ahead and click and get the profile. The information is going to come down here, and so I'll click Get IP Address Profile for this IP address. Okay, you can see that it's an IPv4. The organization is Google. This is a Google IP address. Hostname is dns.google. It's in the United States, abuse contact, and you can get the reputation information. This one's clean. It's a trusted DNS service. If it were for a higher score, you would get information about maybe it's high risk, it's been reported, blacklisted, whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's pretty much all this is. You can of course see it in JSON as well if you want to see how the information is returned in JSON if you're using the API. And then of course it actually gives you the API call based on your lookup value that created this, so you can see pretty quickly how to make use of this. Of course, it doesn't show your API key. Again, we mask it up here as well. And like I mentioned, you can contact us at support@interzoid.com. If you have any questions, or of course go to our website and let us know if you try this. You can get a trial key by visiting and registering for an API key, and then of course from there we'll use that to track your usage. Again, let us know if you have any questions, and hopefully you'll find this useful when you're getting information about various IP addresses. Thank you.